Hello everyone, this is Ephraim, and this video is all about a small demo of the AA product that we are trying to build. And this particular AA product is exclusively designed for students who are preparing for the final placements. With more than 13 plus of experience, every time when I go inside the class for training students on placements, I try to help students to script their own unique answers and present. And during the presentation, I help them giving feedbacks on what exactly that could be improved, what exactly that is lagging, and what is the level of their self-confidence, etc., etc., etc. But the real challenge for the student starts not during the training session, but after the training session. Let's assume there's a boy or a girl who are really motivated and they want to learn or practice what they have learned during the training sessions. The challenge is, where will they go and get the feedback? The challenge is, how do you think they can practice in front of others without the fear of judgment? That these two factors are sufficiently enough to shut the spirit of every student who actually want to practice for these interviews. What they do? They keep postponing and they never try. So this product is the result of that particular pain point faced by most of the students. So let's get inside the product. I'll explain the features of what exactly this product can offer. So what you see on the screen is exactly the homepage, and let's see what happens after we are signing in. After you are signing in, this is the page that asks for some details to build the profile. You can either give all these profile individually, or you can just upload and all these details get auto-filled. I have already uploaded, so you just confirm and start your profiling, and then it's done. And this is the home page, right? So let's get inside. For example, if a student is preparing for an interview session for a particular company on the job title full stack developer, and they can even type the company name. So that's optional. So after that, there is something called technical and behavioral. They can either go for both or technical alone. So I'm just going for behavioral alone, as I'm not a technical person. So I have unticked it. I have gone for only the behavioral question. And there are 3 levels, and I have, as of now, I am in the basic level. The moment I start the session, what happens is based on the resume, the artificial intelligence will start asking the questions to me. Let's see what's my first questions. See, what happens is the artificial intelligence is asking this question in the audio format. Okay. So what I can do is, like, I can answer this question. Let's assume I have no idea on how to answer this question. Wait a minute. My greatest fear is procrastination. I have no other weakness. But what I've done is I've given some random, less self-confident answers for this particular question, and see what happens. The answer I have given is getting analyzed now, and then it gives us very amazing feedback. Let's see what exactly happening here. If you see the answer for this question, I have gained 3 out of 10. Is my answer relevant? It is extremely less. There is no clarity. There is no example I have given. My confidence level is very less. My communication is poor. My professionalism is poor. All those things says that I have a huge scope of improvement, right? And then it exactly gives the feedback here, and then it also tells me how can I improve. And the best part is it exactly gives me what is the right answer for the resume that I have uploaded. It is not a generic one. So anyone who's uploading a unique resume will get unique answers, right? Now a student know how to answer this question. The students can go practice this question again, 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 and again. So what do you think the student has to do to practice? All they have to do is, like, save this question for later, and then the question and the answer gets saved. So every time when a student is doing this, they can always go to the saved history and then start practicing the answer. And again, I'm telling you, this answer is a very unique answer. So this way, the students can keep improving on various questions or various possible questions that could be asked during the interview sessions. So let's check other features. The other features include there's something called delivery coach, which helps students to improve their communication skill. And there are a couple of activities there where the students can get inside and then practice those sessions that can help the students to improve their communication and the conversation skills. And the next one is something called Ask a Coach, where a student can ask a question and then get the right answer from the artificial intelligence, something to do with the interview sessions. And the saved history is the place where all your saved questions are getting stored. So if you go there and then if you want to practice all the saved questions, you are allowed to do it. And there is something called frequently asked questions. There are some 25 plus questions there, something like what is your greatest strength, what's your greatest weakness, why should I hire you, and tell me about your resume, walk me through your resume, all those things. All you have to do is like go and practice these questions. Now suddenly it becomes much easier for every student to get practice all those possible questions, right? And apart from that, the students can also practice their aptitude test. So if they click here, there is something called verbal reasoning, logical, numerical. They just go and practice. That's it. It becomes easier for them to get practice. And then we have something called resume builder, which is really an interesting feature. What you have done is like the most common factor that I see during my placement training program is students' resume is not up to the standard. So what it does is you can build your resume from the scratch. So you can give your name, attach your photos, or give all those things. And then if you click build your resume, it completely build your resume. I'll give you another thing. For example, if a student want to modify the resume for that one particular job that he or she is going to attend the next week, what they can do is like, they can go inside this and all they have to do is like, they have to copy the skills requirements for that particular job, and once get copied, and all you have to do is like generate tailor resume, and taking all these input from the requirement of that particular job, the system automatically generate a unique resume for every student. In this way, a student can submit a resume which is very unique for that particular job or for that particular company. See, and if they don't like this, they can go for some classic views. They can go for some creative views. If they can go for some traditional views, there are a lot of options available. They can go for how their resume might look like, very professional. And they can even go for something called academic. All these things are there, right? In case the student want to generate it again, they can always regenerate it. And here is the activity performance, where it gives the overall scores based on the performance that you did during the interview sessions or during the communication sessions or during the aptitude sessions. So now the students knows where exactly he started and where exactly he is landing at the moment. And they exactly know which is the area that they have to focus. And if you see here, the system itself selling start focusing on the interview practices. So now the student has to go inside and start practicing it. So this helps the students to tell them or give them the correct feedback so that students can practice it and make good use of all these things, right? If you think this product is so much appealing to you, just let us know. We would be really happy to to meet you and give a full demo of this particular product. Thank you so much.